I'm Joe Day, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my favorite Tom Brady rookie card, the Bowman Chrome rookie card from 2000. Just to give you a little background, I am a huge mark for the Chrome cards of that era. I started collecting Topps Chrome, and I'm going to do some videos about some of my Chrome card collections, but I started collecting Topps Chrome and started opening up boxes either in 1997 or 1998. And I actually bought my last box of Topps Chrome back in 2009 when long after the shop had closed. And I actually have a card being graded from that set over PWSA, a Matthew Stafford rookie card. So I've long since been a big Topps Chrome guy. And Topps Chrome's little cousin, I guess you could call it, is Bowman Chrome. And while Tom Brady didn't have a Topps Chrome card, he did have a Bowman Chrome card. And for those of you who weren't around then, Topps Chrome was the cream of the crop, one of the better sets you could get. Bowman Chrome, which was owned by Topps, produced some of the lesser known players, like a sixth round quarterback taken at pick 199 for the Patriots, Tom Brady. So to me, the Bowman Chrome Brady card is probably my favorite, just by the simple fact that it's the closest to a Topps Chrome card you're going to get. And this video and subsequent videos, we're going to kind of follow the journey of one specific Bowman Chrome Tom Brady card, and that is this one. So this is a Tom Brady Bowman Chrome 2000 rookie card. You can see here it is a BGS 9. And this card was recently purchased on eBay. The original seller had put it up for sale at, I believe, $5,500. I obviously wasn't in the market for that price, but I was in the market to get a Bowman Chrome card, and not so much for my collection as so much to flip it. I sent an email to the owner, asked what's the best he would, what's the least he would accept for, what's the best offer he would take, and he actually came back to me at $4,000. So I was pretty pleased with that. You know, with the tax involved, you're looking at about $4,250 or so for this card. And I'm not keeping it in its BGS case. I'm actually going to send it off to PSA to get it graded. If you look at this card, you know, you've got really, really sharp corners. The corners are a 9.5 as well as the edges. The surface is a 9. The centering is the lowest subgrade on this BGS card, and it's an 8.5. Now, if you look, the left and the right border looking pretty solid. They're looking pretty close to spot on. It's the top and bottom, or the top you could say, because the bottom doesn't actually have an official border. The top looks a little bit thin. You want to compare the top to the sides. So my original plan was to send this card to get crossover graded. That's basically where you send the card in the case, whether it's BGS or one of the other third-party grading companies like SGC or HGA, and you send it over to PSA then to get regraded. You send it in the case, PSA cracks the case if they feel that it can meet the minimum grading requirement that you have put on your order. If you don't put a minimum requirement, they're going to crack the case regardless. And no matter what, they're going to keep your $300 because the least you can send it for is the Super Express. So this card will be sent for $300, the Super Express level, which is about a 9 business day turnaround or so. So the more I looked at this card with the pictures online as well as in person, the more I'm thinking this looks pretty darn good and has a chance, a non-zero chance to actually be a PSA 10. Now, it's not a high chance, it's a chance. But I think the risk of sending this card in raw as opposed to a crossover grade is worth it. Like I said, the corners are all sharp. The border looks really nice left to right. And looking at some PSA 10s that I've seen on eBay, this top border is pretty on with where the 10s are. It's a little bit thin. I've seen some 10s that are a little thicker. I've seen some 10s that are over thick. And I've seen some 10s that are thinner. So looking at this card, I think it's actually worth the risk. So a couple of things about this card, just looking at it, that I love. You know, you've got Brady in his Patriots uniform and what looks like game footage. If you look at a lot of the Brady cards that had come out at that point, a lot of them had either his Michigan uniform. A lot of the Pacific ones especially had his Michigan uniform. Some of the upper deck ones had his Michigan uniform. They also had this practice jersey, red no contact jersey with sweatpants. You see that one a lot. They use that picture a lot, different cropped angles and things like that with their different sets of cards. This is one of my favorites because you've got the Patriots uniform. It's the Chrome, which is not Topps Chrome, but it's still, like I said, it's kind of Topps Chrome's little cousin. And it's still fairly accessible to collectors. So someone who's not looking to flip, someone who's not looking to make an investment, just a collector, this is actually one of the more accessible high-end cards. You know, you look at something like an SP card going at a PSA 10, tens of thousands, $100,000. Prices are outlandish. This one, even at a PSA 10, is quote-unquote only about $18,000 to $20,000. Now that's a lot of money, and if I get one back, you will see a video of me screaming around my house. But for the most part, you know, you look at the collector's grades of 7s, 8s, and even 9s, you can get a really nice looking card for your personal collection at a very reasonable price. So that makes this one of my favorites. You know, he's got the Patriots uniform. It's you know, looks to be in-game action. It's the Chrome, so it's a nice looking card. It's got a great picture, and it's still, you know, someone like me who I'm not rich, I can still afford this card at a BGS 9. While it's an expensive card, it's not so expensive that it's out of the range of the average-ish investor or collector. So the next video we're going to do is I'm going to have someone hold the camera, and we're going to go through the process of breaking this case, getting it out of the BGS case. We'll do a video of that, and then we'll do a video of it in its sleeve, its penny sleeve, and its semi-rigid holder to get it ready to send off to PSA. I'm going to literally have this card in my possession for less than 24 hours. It came in the mail today at noon. I got home from work around 5. I cracked it open. I'm going to send it to PSA around noon tomorrow. So I will actually have this beautiful card in my possession for about 19 hours before I send it off again. But with any luck, we'll have it back in 2 weeks, and we'll have a follow-up final video of this Tom Brady BGS 9 journey that we're all going to go on together. So like I said before, check out the second video. We're going to post that as well. And then remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter. All right. We'll see you next time.